You've given me so much time, and I appreciate your generosity with your time.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Tremendously. And I'm pausing because I was warned, if you want to get thrown out of Quentin Tarantino's home, you try to talk about violence. But I'm intrigued by, you've taken a lot of criticism about the violence. And I recognize that you say, listen, that question's been asked and answered so many times, I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah, that's really where I'm coming from.
But your ability to make a movie that by any objective standards is among the most violent movies made, but have an audience laugh during the time or come out of the movie smiling. How do you do that?
Well, you know, you can see all kinds of movies, but when a movie really, really does it to me, it's because it's made me feel many different emotions during the course of it, and especially if I can pull off contradictory emotions that can actually work out. And I do believe that I'm the kind of director that I want to play you as an audience. I want to be the conductor, and you're my orchestra. And the sounds that I make you to make and the feelings I get you to feel, and then I stop you from feeling those feelings and I give you something else to feel, and then I stop you from feeling that and make you feel something else yet again. Well, if a director can do that, if a director can pull it off, well, that's a real lucky audience member, because you've really had an experience that night. You went to the movies. That was worth leaving the house, because hopefully you're doing it in sync and in unison with other people around you, and you're all having those feelings. And I can't help but make my stuff funny, because I just think of things in a humorous way. Now, it doesn't mean that it's all a big joke, and it doesn't mean it's all just to laugh it off. It's not all a big joke. Nothing wrong with a big joke. I'm a big Mel Brooks fan, but I'm not coming from just where his aesthetic. I'm coming from my own aesthetic. So I do like the idea that I can do to the audience: laugh, 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 stop laughing, laugh. All right, and maybe that stop laughing is something not so funny. Maybe that stop laughing is something horrific. It was very interesting in Django. There's a couple of sequences in particular that are very, very hard to watch for people. In particularly the Mandingo fight to the death that the two slaves are forced to do, and then there's a scene where a runaway slave is attacked by dogs. And then the more we kept cutting the movie, the more those two scenes got closer and closer to each other. All right, so it was really traumatizing the audience. And now, if I'm doing a movie about slavery, I don't mind traumatizing the audience. You should be somewhat traumatized in watching a film about slavery. You need to know what America was like at that time. You need to know what slavery means per se to some people, to indulge in that, to take you down that road and to make you experience those things. But then to actually be able to get you back onto the story again, and then actually after experiencing that to get you to laugh later, that's to me that's an accomplishment. And to actually get you to where you kind of need to be so at the end, when Jamie is on that horse and he's doing his little Roy Rogers on Trigger dance, and he's become this cowboy hero that's kind of fantastical, and now you're there and you're with him and you're rooting for him. Well, I've taken you a long way to get there, and I've taken you through many hoops and whatever, but to actually get you smiling and clapping at something that's almost absurd, right, by the end is, well, that's a good time at the movies, I think.
Django! You uppity son of a... The guy who's the talk of the town with the restless guy. Don't you bother.